Trustees are back for discussing the JRMA 2026 Physics Paper 2. Three more questions. This is from question number 10 to question number 12. Numerical type of question. 10, 11, 12. देखेंगे उस सॉल्यूशन देखेंगे, उसका डिस्कशन करेंगे, उसमें की पॉइंट्स क्या है वो भी डिस्कशन करेंगे. ठीक. क्वेश्चन नंबर 10 एक मेजरमेंट के ऊपर बेस है. टू वायर्स, टू थिन वायर्स बेसिकली. वायर 1 diameter is known 0.650 millimeter. Wire 2 diameter is unknown. Using measuring instrument, that is screw gauge. So the measuring instrument used for this experiment is screw gauge, जिसका की पिच 0.5 मिलीमीटर है. एंड जो सर्कुलर स्केल में 100 डिविजन्स आर देयर. तो लिस्ट काउंट क्या होगा रे? सो वन फुल रोटेशन it travels 0.5 millimeter. Okay, so that means for single division in circular scale, the distance travel is the minimum length which can be measured, that is least count 0.5 by 100, 0.005 millimeter, 0.005 millimeter. ये लिस्ट काउंट मैंने रेड में मार्क किया. And smallest division in linear scale 0.5 millimeter means एक full revolution के बाद, full rotation के बाद circular scale का it will travel one smallest division on linear scale. ठीक है. smallest division linear scale is same as the pitch. चलो कोई नहीं. for wire 1 का हम दोनों को मेजर कर रहे हैं. इसका तो दिया हुआ है ऑलरेडी नोन वैल्यू, फिर भी हम मेजर कर रहे हैं बाई मेजरिंग इंस्ट्रूमेंट. क्या है वो? फॉर वायर 1 के लिए जो लीनियर स्केल रीडिंग और मेन स्केल रीडिंग इसको बोल सकते हैं. पहले था 0.5 मिलीमीटर. चलो ठीक है, एक ही डिवीजन से ऐड किया. उसके बाद सर्कुलर स्केल रीडिंग इज 42. 0.5 क्रॉस करने के बाद फिर 42 डिवीजन रोटेट करना पड़ा है टू hold the wire between the supports. So what is the measured value then? 0.5 plus 42 into list count is 0.005. कितना होना चाहिए? इसका हिसाब करने से आएगा 0.710 मिलीमीटर आना चाहिए. लेकिन it is given that it is value is 0.650 मिलीमीटर. आपका हमारा जो पर्टिकुलर स्क्रू गेज वो रीडिंग दे रहा है उसका 0.710. उसका कोई एरर डेफिनेटली होगा. सो उससे एरर माइनस करने से 0.650 आएगा, है ना. तो माइनस करना पड़ रहा तो ये पॉजिटिव 0 एरर होगा. सो देयर इज पॉजिटिव 0 एरर इन द स्क्रू गेज. कितना? This minus positive 0 error value is equal to 0.65. So positive 0 error is 0.060 millimeter. खत्म हो गया. तो ये जो आइडिया why we measured the first wire whose diameter is anyway known, to find out whether there is any 0 error or not. Or actually we could have found whether 0 error or not by matching these walls. But he has given the question that first we measured that one, the known one, then found that it has a positive 0 error, 0.060 millimeter. अभी सेकेंड वायर में आ गया. उसका लीनियर स्केल रीडिंग हुआ 3 मेन स्केल डिवीजन होगा 0.5 into that is 1.5 मिलीमीटर. पर CSR सर्कुलर स्केल फिर 95 है. तो टोटल रीडिंग कितना होगा? 1.5 plus 95 into LC. Then I have to subtract that positive 0 because the instrument is same. So 1.5 plus 9 55 इंटू 0.005 ये रीडिंग होगा, बट उससे सब्ट्रैक्ट करने से दैट इज द जीरो एरर, we will get the actual value. So 1.5 plus 0.475 minus 0.060 is 1.915 millimeter is the actual value of the diameter. Measured value तो उतना ही था, 1.5 plus 1.5 plus this. So subtracting error, I got this value, है ना? Subtracting error, we got this value 1.915 millimeter और माइक्रोन में 1915 माइक्रोन. ठीक है, चलो आगे चलते हैं. एक बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन था एक्चुअली, फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन था. और एक इजी क्वेश्चन आया in the single slit diffraction experiment. ये Fraunhofer diffraction, we have to assume slit width B मानते हैं, B is 0.016 प्लस और माइनस 0.002 मिलीमीटर. तो एक्चुअल वैल्यू जो है वो एग्जैक्ट नहीं है, तो एरर है इसमें, प्लस और माइनस 0.002 मिलीमीटर. एंगुलर सेपरेशन बिटवीन सेंट्रल मैक्सिमम एंड फास्ट मिनिमम 2 डिग्रीज में 2 डिग्री प्लस और माइनस 40 मिनट्स. ये सिंबल है मिनट्स का. तो अगर ऐसा है तो वेवलेंथ ऑफ द लाइट यूज्ड व्हाट, सम लैम्ब्डा. तो if I want to measure the wavelength of light from these two data, then what error there will be there? Let error be delta lambda. So what is the fractional error in the determination of lambda from these two values? So you know B sin theta is for the central maximum, the first minimum, it is 1 lambda. So B sin theta is lambda. So delta B by D plus delta sin theta by sin theta is delta lambda by lambda. So 0.002 दिया हुआ आपको divided by 0.016 plus ये delta sin theta कितना होगा, cos theta delta theta by sin theta is this. So this is 0.125, this is plus इसका क्या मैग्नीट्यूड रहेगा, इसका cot theta delta theta, I can write cosec square theta minus 1 root over into delta theta is equal to delta lambda by lambda. So ये 0.125 plus 1 by cosec 1 by 0.035 because sin theta value given in the question, है ना, 0.035. So then cosec will be 1 by 0.035, sin 2 degrees 0.0235 means cosec theta will be 1 by 0.035 whole square minus 1 root over, and delta theta is 40 minutes means 40 by 60 degree into pi by 180 radian. Yes or no? So this is the value. So this is 0.125, इसका वैल्यू कितना होगा, it will be just say 1 by 0.035 का स्क्वायर होगा, cosec square theta will be 815.326 minus 1 करने से 815.326 root over into pi by 270. चलो तो इसको अगर हम लेंगे रूट ओवर लेके इंटू पाई बाई 270 करने से 0.332 आएगा, है ना. सो 0.125 प्लस 0.332 इज इक्वल टू डेल्टा लैम्ब्डा बाई लैम्ब्डा. सो डेल्टा लैम्ब्डा बाई लैम्ब्डा इज 0.457 ऐसा है, लेकिन 2 डिजिट्स के हम देंगे आफ्टर डेसिमल पॉइंट. सो 0.46 है. दैट्स इट. I don't know whether the IIT will give some 0.46 to 0.47 or 0.45 2.46 to 0.47. This range they may give, but I got 0.46 from this data. Okay. ये तो कोई difficulty नहीं थी इसमें. This question is quite easy. Only thing you should know that B sin theta is n lambda for the secondary minima. For the first minima it is 1 lambda. Secondary minima it will be 2 lambda. That's it. Okay. क्वेश्चन नंबर 12 में आएंगे. एक लाइट रे अनपोलराइज लाइट ले ए बी ये आके इंसिडेंट हो रहा है ग्लास स्लैब में. इसका की रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स इज 1.5. एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस आई, then refracting into the glass slab, and again this is from water. This medium water, glass, water and some unknown transparent medium. So water से इंसिडेंट हो रहा ग्लास को, so थोड़ा डेविएट हुआ the surface. Then again back to same water it is deviating, so same angle of incidence it will be made here and here from Snell's law. Then same angle of incidence here. So whatever the angle of incidence I here, same angle of incidence I here. After that, the reflected ray from here passing through the water, then through the glass, again passing through the water. है ना? तो ये भी आई होगा, ये भी आई होगा फाइनल. चलो ठीक है. ओके. सो ये आपको दिखाया कि ये डॉट 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 मतलब व्हाट आई मीन टू से डॉट ऑन दिस लाइंस. One, this is pi ray. AB contains same pi. This is pi ray. The lines are pi ray. The perpendicular lines to the ray are small perpendicular lines. They are pi ray. The dot are sigma ray. What do you mean by pi ray and sigma ray? The resultant amplitude of the vibration vector perpendicular to the plane of light is unpolarized, right? They will be vibrating in this direction of propagation. So the perpendicular plane, they will be vibrating in all possible directions. So I take the resultant along the perpendicular to the plane of incident and parallel to the plane of incident. So since it is random vibration in the plane, so all the resultant amplitude of vibration vector perpendicular to plane of incident, which is known as sigma ray, and which is the resultant amplitude of vibration vector parallel to the plane of incidence, which is pi ray. Both should be same amplitudes, both should be same intensity, because this direction perpendicular to the plane of incidence and parallel to the plane of incidence, they have no reference to each other, because the vibration vector is perpendicular to the propagation vector, and the vibration vector in a plane in this direction component and perpendicular component both will be same on average. So incident ray, the sigma intensity and pi intensity are same. But when there is a reflection at a interface between two transparent media, there will be reflection here also. That reflection will contain less of pi. Comparatively, it will be not same in here, the sigma pi same. Here pi will be less, sigma will be more. That means this transmitted wave or refracted wave, this refracted wave, this sigma will be less, pi will be more. Why? Because the reflected wave, the sigma will be more, pi will be less. Okay, so here pi will be more, sigma will be less. Again, it is getting transmitted here. So transmitted means again the percentage of pi will be more compared to percentage of sigma. Here only sigma in the transmitted wave. Obviously, had there been any pi here, then and pi sigma both here, then here should have been more pi than sigma, but pi itself is 0 here. So here pi must be 0. In this refracted ray or transmitted ray, pi 0 means here also the incident ray pi must have been 0. If it is pi would have been there, then pi would have come here, because less pi will be reflected at this interface. But there is no pi here, means no pi here. But pi is here at this interface. But after reflection, there is no pi. So it is a completely plane polarized light is being created by reflection at this interface. So light is getting 100%, the reflected light is getting 100% plane polarized at this interface. So this angle of incidence must be the Brewster's angle for these two media at this interface. For these two media, this must be the Brewster's angle, and so tan I must be equal to the mu of the transmitted side by mu of the incident side, that is 4 by root 3 by 4 by 3, that is tan I will be root 3. So I must be 60 degree. So this I must be 60 degree. Same I here, same I here, same I also here. But he's asking I incidence angle 60 degree. Here it is completely polarized because pi sigma both are coming. Obviously, there are pi sigma is filtered here, here, more sigma filtered here, here. So that means more pi will be here. So here more pi than sigma, but here absolutely no pi. So it is a partially polarized light is completely polarized here. Means this must be the IP, a polarizing angle, also Brewster's angle. So that is how much tan of this incidence angle is mu refracted side by mu incident side. 4 by root 3 by 4 by 3, that is root 3. So tan I is root 3. Simple, very conceptual question, but simple question. तो इसके नोट में बनाए ये अगर on polar right ले है, I can so the light ray must be this must be vibrating like this. So these are must be the vibration vectors. See this vibration. If I take this component or the perpendicular component, both will be same average value. So average intensity along this and along perpendicular to this plane, both will be same. So sigma same, pi same, sigma same, pi same. So like this it will be. This is unpolarized light. This unpolarized light is getting step by step polarized. So this becomes partially polarized, both more pi, less sigma. This is partially polarized, more sigma, less pi. Now this goes transmitted again. Still the percentage pi will be still more compared to sigma, compared to this one. So here, but just see that there is no pi. It is completely plane polarized. So that after that all this refracted ray, they will contain no pi, because pi is not here itself. Am I clear? So fine. So I is 60. So then note with the लो. So क्लैरिटी आ गई आपको. ये भी इजी था, मैं बताऊंगा. Definitely this is easy. I think earlier days some more difficult polarization problems have been asked in JEE mains. They advanced, hardly they asked any time earlier. But JEE mains they have asked, and then let me say it is harder than this also have been asked in JEE mains. Okay, in polarization especially. So let me complete this discussion of the 3 questions. We will go to the remaining 2 questions only. कितना हो रहा है? 10, 11, 12 हुआ. 3 क्वेश्चन हो गया ना ये. 12 तक हो गया. सबका आंसर ये 60 है, 12 का आंसर 60, इसका है 0.46, 11 का 0, 10th का 1915, their numerical values. Okay, so 13, 14 only left. 15, 16, 17, 18 already I have discussed in my earlier video lectures. So have a nice day. All the best to you for your upcoming examinations. Wish you best of luck. Thank you.